So it will be about reclaiming the power to recognize. So very quickly, imagine for a second what would have happened if Mozilla had invented the email. The situation would be, it was invented like open badges. Basically, authority could send email, people could receive email, and because they would have just an inbox, but not an outbox. So we wouldn't be able to respond to our email, we wouldn't be able to follow email. And so people try to create their own outbox can you imagine this system was built based on an asymmetry. So the asymmetry was designed in the open badges. So basically you could receive email, you could organize email, but you couldn't send email. So open badges have been a great tool to help people to make things visible that were not visible before. And so Mozilla did a great thing. But what happened also, open badges created simultaneously the conditions for the colonization of informal learning and recognition spaces. And also for micro-credential factories solution. We need to start from the beginning. Recognition is a social act, not a product. Start with people, not badges. And often badges are an obstacle to recognition. If you think about the workflow to design badges, where you need to have a lot of information for competency framework, taxonomies, and the years sometimes it takes to create some kind of recognition process. I'm in contact with an organization, it is 1 year, they are developing badges, but they have not started recognition. So basically what happened is the design of badges become an obstacle to recognition. We start by creating badges instead of starting with recognition. So this asymmetry created by the first open badges systems led to people to say, hey, why can't we recognize? Why can't we have the power to issue badges ourselves? And also what happened is policies and governments in Europe, for example, started to develop policies on what should be micro-credentials. And so we have some kind of a micro-credential police today, which says what is possible to do, not to do, what are the standards we need to use, what are the content we should find in badges. Hopefully, we were able to move away from that by creating another kind of application, which was not centered on badges, but which was centered on community development, which was centered on creating an open space for recognition. So if you look a system like Orca, it creates the possibility to, in a few hours, to create a very complex system. In fact, in less than 1 hour, you're able to create your first recognition space. So you start with an ID, then you create a pod, an Orca, you define the mission. Yeah.
Serge, unfortunately, that's the 5 minutes. So I think we'll have a bit of a chance to discuss Orca later, I believe. That's later in your session. So that would be great. Thank you.